Hi everyone, my name's Alex. Welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys 3 makeup looks that'll draw some extra attention to those baby blues. Obviously these looks look great on anyone, can be worn with any eye color, but the color palettes and tonalities that I chose for today's looks were specifically chosen because of the fact that blue pops against those colors. So if you're interested, let's get started. So I'm going to start off by showing you the face makeup that I'll be using for all 3 looks today. So I remove any makeup that I already have on with the Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. Then I go in with the Clinique clarifying lotion. It's actually an exfoliator. It helps create smooth glowing skin. I put it on a cotton pad and swipe it across my face, keeping it away from my eyes because it does burn a little bit and it makes my face redder than it already is, which is always a great thing. I love that. So next I moisturize. I start with my face with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. It's blue, really cool. It's very refreshing and a very light formula, goes on very smoothly. I really like this one. I've been using it for years. So next I moisturize my eyes with Origin's Eye Doctor. I got mine at Sephora. It's pretty pricey, but I mean, your skin has to last you a lifetime, so for me, the extra cost is worth it. So once your moisturizer is all soaked in, I like to put my hair up into a ponytail before I go in to do my face so that I can avoid getting makeup in my hair as much as possible. So for liquid foundation, I use the Maybelline Fit Me drugstore brand in matte and poreless in the shades 110 and 210. I usually just use 110, but throughout the summer, if I get a bit of a tan, I'll mix in some of the 210. Right now I'm just using straight 110 though, and I blend it in with a flat, dense duo fiber brush. So I like to set my liquid foundation with a powdered foundation. I use Sephora Micro Smooth Baked Face Compact in the shade 05 or Porcelain. I like to use this rather than a translucent powder because I feel like it just gives me more even coverage than using a translucent powder, and I blend it all out using a fluffy powder brush. Next I use Rimmel London's Match Perfection Concealer and Highlighter. So I put it in triangle formations underneath each eye, going from my tear duct down to my nostril and then out to the top of my cheekbone. I also put some on my chin, on my cupid's bow, underneath my nostrils, and then going up the bridge of my nose to the center of my forehead, just anywhere where I want to highlight or to cover up some redness. I then blend it out with my finger. I find the heat from my hand helps really melt the product into my skin. So next I contour and highlight with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, the powder one. I use the shade Fawn and contour with a small fluffy brush, but it's really small so it keeps it in a concentrated area while still blending it out. My cheekbones, around my face, my jawline, and then also my nose with a smaller pointed brush. Next I take the same palette and I use the shade Vanilla with a similar fluffy brush to set all of my concealer. So next I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade to do my brows. I have 2 shades, Soft Brown and Taupe. Soft brown is a lot warmer, whereas taupe is more green based and a bit cooler. So I'm using taupe today. Sometimes I find the product gets a little bit dry, so I just use eye drops. Mine are for allergies, but any eye drops work, and I just put 1 drop into the product and swirl it in with a small angled brush, and then I apply it with the same angled brush, and I find doing this just helps it go on a lot more smoothly and makes it easier to apply. Then I take a spoolie brush and brush through my brows. I find this evens out the color as well as lightens it a bit. And then after that I take my concealer again and put some on my hand to apply to a brush, a small concealer brush, and then I carve out my brows. To finish off my face, I highlight with Maybelline's Mineral Power Illuminator in the shade Nude. This is a bit of a softer highlighter and gives you a softer glow. So the first look is a copper and bronze smoky eye. This makes blue pop because copper and bronze are very warm browns, whereas blue is a cool tone, so the contrast makes the blue pop. So I'm starting with a Profusions cosmetic palette and taking a very opaque copper color and placing it all over my lid with a dome brush. Next I'm taking a very warm, dark brown and bronzy color, and I'm going to be putting it on the outer part of my lid as well as the inner part of my lid, and then taking it through my crease, making sure that I leave copper showing through in the center of my eyelid. Next, from the same palette, I'm taking a super dark brown, the darkest one on the palette, and I'm using it to deepen my outer and inner corners just to add more depth to the look. Now I'm taking the original copper color that I put all over my lid and lining my lower lashes with it. Next I'm taking a bright white from the palette and using it to highlight my brow bone. Next I'm taking a dark brown eye pencil and using it to do a thin line on my upper and lower lashes. Next I picked up some of the really dark brown shadow on a very thin dome brush and used it to line my eyeliner and smudge it out and just make everything more smooth and smoky. Next I went in with my mascara. I'm using Maybelline Great Lash Big in brownish black. I find brown toned mascara helps to bring out blue eyes even more. So for my lip, I'm using e.l.f. Matte Lip Color in Nearly Nude to line and fill in my lip. And then after that, I'm going over it in Maybelline's Baby Lips Dr. Rescue in the color Just Peachy. To finish off the look, I took the copper eyeshadow we were using and patted it onto my lip in the center on my bottom and top lip with my finger to finish the lip with the shimmery copper effect. So for the shadows, I'm working out of my 144 color e.l.f. palette. I didn't really have any vibrant pink colors in other palettes, so if you're in a situation similar to mine, you could also just use blushes. I'm going to be using pinks and a bit of red. So I'm starting off with a really light bubblegum pink and putting it on a big fluffy brush and just putting it all over my lid and through my crease. I felt like I needed a bit more bright pink on my lid, so I went for a very hot pink, still on the fluffy brush, and put it on the center of my eyelid. Now I'm taking a light shimmery pink and dotting it on the inner corner of my eye. If you have a pink highlighter, that would work perfectly for this. And then I am taking a bright red color and using it to deepen my outer V. So now I'm using Wet n Wild's H2O proof liquid liner, and I'm doing a very thin wing across my lid. And it's my first time using this liner, so I struggled a bit, but all in all I think it worked out pretty well. I'm using a white eyeliner to line my waterline. It wasn't quite bright enough for me, so I went back in with eyeshadow and patted some white onto my waterline. Now I'm applying mascara. I'm using Maybelline Great Lash again, the big one in brown, to my upper lashes and then very lightly doing my lower lashes. So today I'm applying e.l.f.'s Natural Lashes with the Duo Eyelash Adhesive. I'm not very good at applying lashes. I just started wearing them maybe in the last month and I've only put them on a couple times, so bear with me here. So I'm finishing off this look with a pink lip using Baby Lips in Pink Punch and then toning it down with Baby Lips in Just Peachy. Sorry that the footage just got really blue. It's daytime now, and when light is streaming in my room, it turns blue for some odd reason. But anyway, so I'm starting the eye look with the Naked 3 palette and using the lightest color Strange across my lid. Now I'm using Nooner in my crease. I'm now placing the color Factory in the outer corner of my eye. I use the color Burnout next in the center of my lid. Now I'm taking the color Strange again, it's the lightest one, and highlighting my brow bone with it. Now I'm taking out my giant e.l.f. palette again and looking at the blues and trying to find one that's pretty close to my eye color, and then I'm lining my lower lashes with that color, just dusting it over. So the reason why we're using blue under our eye to enhance the blue in our eyes is because it's the brightest color on my face in this look, so that already draws attention to it as well as draws attention to the blue in your eye. Using my Wet n Wild H2O proof liquid liner, I'm going to be doing a pretty thin winged liner. I'm putting mascara on my top and bottom lashes, just being very careful when I do my lower lashes to not get it all over the blue line and have to wipe it off and mess it all up. I'm finishing off the look with Lime Crime's liquid lipstick Velveteen in the color Cashmere, and then I'm placing Maybelline's Baby Lips in Just Peachy on the very center of my lower and upper lip to highlight it a bit. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. Comment below whether you liked look 1, 2, or 3 the best. Additionally, my channel is very new, so if you have any advice for me, it is greatly appreciated. You can comment it down below. I'll also be posting more hair, makeup, DIY tutorials in the future, so if that interests you, you can subscribe by clicking that button down below. I love you forever and ever and ever. Yeah, and that's all, so thanks for watching, and bye!